Ladies and gentlemen, for our second student speaker of the evening, please welcome Osvaldo Berumen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. When I was 6 years old, I flunked out of the first grade. I guess I wasn't the best finger painter in the world. My struggles at school didn't shock too many people. After all, I was the fourth of four brothers, and all my siblings dropped out of school. 7th grade, 9th grade, 11th grade. I grew up in East Los Angeles and was surrounded by every inner city danger you can imagine. So of course, one of my brothers got locked up, the other one got hospitalized, and the other one, well, I remember being in 3rd grade. I was trying to act all big and tough with my brothers outside on the porch, and that's when it happened. I saw a 4-door car creep up, and I heard the 5 shots. The 5 shots that changed my life, as I saw them take the life of my brother. As fast as my little feet could carry me, I ran by his side, held him in my arms, trying to keep his life from leaving his body. But there was nothing anyone could do for him anymore. As I saw them take him away for the last time, I looked down at my hands and I realized they were no longer covered in silly finger paint, but instead, they were covered in my own brother's blood. Looking back, that was a defining moment in my life. Because in that moment, I realized I no longer want to be like my brothers. My only thoughts were, how could I make it out of this? How could I change my reality? I felt alone because I was the only one giving myself that positive push that I was looking for. That is until I moved to San Diego and was introduced to Reality Changers. The name itself captured my attention because I was trying to change my reality and the realities of those around me. Once accepted, my first big event was a summer leadership camp. At the end of the week, we all had the opportunity to share. And I told the story I just told you. After sharing, I was so overwhelmed with anger, so I had to step outside, lay my head down, and just cool off. And when I finally looked up, I realized all my cabin bros had gathered around me in a small circle. And that's when it hit me. This is how brothers should be like. Laughing together, crying together, just being there for each other. And that's all Reality Changers is about. We care about each other like brothers and sisters. The program has always been there for me whenever times got tough. They picked me up, brought me along, and never left me behind, just like I would have been left behind in the hood. Without Reality Changers, I would have never thought of applying to college. But now, UC Santa Cruz is offering me $100,000 to go to their school? Man, I can't imagine what my first grade self would have thought of this. He would have probably said, they're giving you $100,000 to go to school, and you don't even have to get jumped in or take a class on silly finger painting? Looking forward, the recent fires that have plagued San Diego have proven to me even more that I want to be a firefighter. Because it was about a decade ago. It was just a decade ago that I was the first responder when my brother was mortally wounded. And now I can say from firsthand experience, Reality Changers is the first responders to all of San Diego's inner city youth that are looking for a way out, just like me. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Osvaldo Berumen.